All right, so it's 2021, and for some reason, one way or the other, you find yourself that you have a copy of Mass Effect. Either you just got way too hyped for the new Legendary Edition, or maybe you just don't trust them. But the thing is, with Mass Effect, it's an older game, so you're going to run into a couple of issues when you are playing this game. You can find this information pretty much anywhere on the internet, but I never seen anybody do a video where everything's all together, and I feel like it would save a lot of time. So there's three things that we're going to go over here. Basically, it's going to be the blue light glitch. There is a Lego monster glitch, what I call it. And then thirdly, importing a save from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 is kind of a hassle, so I wanted to cover that one as well. If you're having other issues, they seem to be not as widespread. These are the main ones that at least I ran into. So these are the only ones that I'm going to cover. You might have to look elsewhere, but first let's start. We're going to open up BioWare documents. Yeah. So go over to your documents tab, open up BioWare. You have your Mass Effect, and this is going to solve basically your Lego monster glitch. When you're on Peak15 in Novaria, you have this issue where your crew just turns into these just blocky blobs of black. I don't know how else to describe it. What you're gonna have to do to get around this is it's a sort of lighting glitch from what I understand, and we're gonna have to add in a console command menu. So open up your Mass Effect documents, go to config, gonna open up this bioinput.ini. Then we're gonna scroll down, and right after bindings is engine console. Now for me, I have this right here. So go ahead, type it in just exactly as you see it. No spaces, capital C, capital T. You can make this tab instead of tilde, but basically what you're looking for is any key that's not already bound to something else. You're going to just bind it to this. I use tilde because in Fallout, that's what it is for New Vegas to enter in the console commands. So go ahead and add that in, and then go ahead, save it, file, save, exit out. And we're gonna open up Mass Effect real quick and just check and make sure everything worked all right. All right, so we loaded in, we're on Novaria Peak15. I think I forgot to mention as well, but this will also occur in iOS as well. So remember how you do this. From my understanding, this can get erased from time to time, but if you're doing a consistent playthrough, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But basically, yeah, this is what we're getting as soon as we get close to Peak15. So we're gonna go ahead, go inside so we don't freeze to death while we do this. And now we're gonna go ahead and hit the tilde key, or whichever key you bound to it. So tilde, if you're not aware, is the button to the left of your 1 key. Go ahead and hit that, and this is the console command menu. What we're gonna do from here is we're gonna type in view mode lit, and basically it's gonna take away, I think it's the shadows from the area. So exit out, and your problem is fixed. Now you're not gonna have, you know, the lighting and the atmosphere that BioWare intended, but this is so far the best fix that we really have as far as I'm aware, and without having to mod the game, really. So that's how you're gonna get around this one. When you're done with these areas, basically throughout all of Peak15, I think all of iOS too, just finish up the mission, you get back onto the Normandy, enter back into your menu, do view mode, lit, and you go back to your original lighting. As you can see, it just puts us back into Lego monsters, but what you gonna do? Secondly, while we're here inside of the BioWare documents, we're gonna back out. And if you have Mass Effect 2 already downloaded on here, once you beat your Mass Effect 1 game, go into your Mass Effect 1, go to saves, and you're looking for this specific file right here that says char. That's going to be your end game save. So go ahead and open up a second documents tab. Go into BioWare, Mass Effect 2, save. Now what we're gonna do is, this folder is here. For myself though, I had to manually create it. All you gotta do is type it in exactly as you see it, ME1, capitals and all. If you even miscapitalize it, it's not going to work when you go into Mass Effect 2 to import. So type it in just like you see it there, open that, and then drag and drop your character file into the Mass Effect 2 save folder, or Mass Effect 1 save folder. And then once you do that, when you go back into Mass Effect 2, you should be able to see your character populate in there. I myself, I know that they have their origin software, whatever's supposed to do it for you, but it never worked for me personally, so that's just a good thing to know. Lastly, and most easily, is the blue light glitch. I myself, since fixing it, haven't been able to replicate the problem, so maybe NVIDIA got it together. I'm not sure why it's not. I've even tried to manually go into settings and recreate the problem, but basically what's going on is, as you're going through on some graphics cards, this doesn't happen on all graphics cards, as you're just walking around and you look at something in a specific angle, a blue light will just blur out your entire screen. You can't see anything, and it makes it almost impossible to play through an area, because sometimes it's so blinding and it lasts so long that you just have no idea where you're going. So this one's actually the easiest fix of all. Just go into your right click, go into your graphics card software. For me, I have an NVIDIA card, so we're just going to the NVIDIA control panel. And now that we're in here, we're gonna go to our manage 3D settings. We're gonna go to program settings, right? We're gonna find Mass Effect.exe. In here, we're gonna go into our anti-aliasing mode. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to application controlled. From what I understand, anti-aliasing wasn't a thing when this game was made. I could have that wrong, but basically it doesn't jive. So you make it application controlled, let it control your anti-aliasing, and everything runs a lot smoother. You don't get this glitch anymore. So go ahead, apply that fix, and you should be all set. So that's everything. That's all I had for you. That if you want to mod this thing up, I think it is supported on the Nexus. I don't have any videos on that, but this is basically for anyone that wanted to keep the game as base as possible and still have these fixes and make it playable. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was helpful, and hopefully it saved you some time without having to search all over the place to find these answers. If you did find it helpful or liked it, if you want to give me a like, or a little update, would appreciate it. If you like gameplay videos and stuff, we do have a couple of those on the channel as well. Might be something you're interested in, might not, but I hope that helps. You guys take it easy.